It seems like it's a trend now to have this seemingly only PvP Shimmer Espers to be meta in PvE. First we had Tolan, and then we had Wuyu run in all of the Falsetto Fantasy bosses. Iki is now being used in Phobiter, and now Moroyama is also meta in Falsetto Fantasy for Dark Starlord in particular. But this is definitely the worst meta because it's only usable at R6. You can use Tolan, Iki and Wuyu at R0 in all of the Falsetto Fantasy bosses, but Moroyama, you need to have his R6. The first player that I saw ran Moroyama in Dark Starlord is this guy, Thong D. So shout out to this guy. I'm on my guildmate Disobey's account, and he also happened to have R6 Moroyama. The reason why Moroyama is really good in Dark Starlord is because of his R6 effect. When any Esper falls, Moroyama's AP plus 35% and immune to AP down. So this plus 35% AP works in Dark Starlord because Dark Starlord has 2 ads that you can kill off. So with this team 1 alone, you can get roughly between 250 to 260 million with a level 60 Moroyama. If you have a level 70 Moroyama, you can get upwards of 300 million with just your team 1 alone. There it is, 247 million with just team 1. With this team, like I said, you have 2 units that can die in Dark Starlord. So whenever they die, they give Moroyama at least 70% AP. And with Elif spamming her S3 every single time she gets an attack buff or a crit damage buff, it's really easy to kill off the ads, right? But that's not the main reason why Moroyama is gaining a lot of AP. The main reason why Moroyama gains a lot of AP is when he gets the turn itself. So as you can see right here, when he gets his turn, he's gonna cast his passive, which does 3 hits, right? This one right here. Snakebite inflicts sear on one enemy for 1 turn, then attacks the enemy 3 times, which is equals to 70% of attack. If you can kill the ads 3 times with these 3 hits, he gains 105% AP from his passive alone. Which means if you can proc his passive on the ads, you will get another turn instantly. But it does take you a while for you to ramp up to have enough damage to one-shot the ads with just 1 hit of his passive, which is why you need Lu Shang. So right now, I don't have enough raw power to kill off the ads with my passive alone. I can only kill them off once. Once you get 10 stacks of accentuated buff and also Haley's buff as well, you'll be able to kill off these ads with just 1 proc of your passive. Again, your passive does 3 hits, which means you can gain 35% AP 3 times. Level 60 struggles a little bit to kill off the ads with 1 hit. So with the level 70 Moroyama, you can get this perma cycle a lot quicker, even without getting maximum stacks of accentuated buff. Alright, I've stacked the accentuated buff enough to kill the ads at least 2 times. I think with the level 60 Moroyama, you cannot kill the ads 3 times per hit, so you need level 70 to do that. But with this team, you will stack up some buffs on Dark Starlord because you don't have a lot of debuffs. And if you've noticed, I'm not landing a lot of debuffs, but the boss only gets 1 to 2 stack per turn. I think it's because the buff row only holds 6 buff. So what happens is, I think the game thinks that you have 9 buffs instead of 5. I don't know. But yeah, take a look here. I have 5 stacks of the buff on Dark Starlord. But when he took a turn, he only gained one stack of the buff, when he should have gained 5, right? Because I only had 5 debuffs on him. So as you can see right here, Moroyama is just going crazy with the turns. If you can proc his passive on the ads, that's pretty much an insta 70% AP. And if Elif can proc a attack buff or a crit damage buff and help with the AoE, then you're gonna get another 35% to give you 100% AP, which will allow you to get a super cycle going. Now it also does take a while for your Elif to one-shot the ads. It does take a few accentuated buff on her, like about maybe 5 or 6 to start one-shotting them, because they have a lot of defense, especially in Dark Starlord Team 1. But again, if you have a level 70 Moroyama, each hit of your passive is going to kill the ad. So you're going to get 35% AP times 3. It is unfortunate that you can only use him at R6. R5 and below will not be usable at all because he doesn't gain the AP. Alright, let me show you a team that can almost make Dark Starlord take 0 turns. Now this team is not better than the Elif team by any means, but it's just a fun team to watch. We have Lapis and Unas to help with the cycle. And we're going to be bringing Adrena as well because she can pursue with her passive. And she can also AP boost with her S3 to boost the Lapis. And most importantly, her passive S2 can reduce the max HP cap of the enemy. And we're also going to be bringing Lu Shang for more damage. Look at that, 100 million with this team. Oh my goodness. Without Elif as well. So with this team, you have Lapis with the AoE. And you have Adrena with the pursuits to reduce the max HP cap of the enemy. Now, since I don't have a level 70 Moroyama, reducing the max HP cap of these two adds is very important, because when Moroyama gets his turn, he's gonna do his passive, which again does 3 hits. And if I can kill the enemy with each of those hits, I'm gonna get 35% AP 3 times, which means 2 out of 3 times when I get Moroyama's turn, he's going to get another turn. I don't have any healer in this team and I'm still able to hit 100 million. Okay, the right side enemy already has maximum HP cap reduction, so my Moroyama is able to kill him off with each hit of his passive. This left side is also already low enough to allow Moroyama to one-hit them. Alright, Dark Starlight already took 2 turns. I had one run where Dark Starlight only took 3 turns. Again, every single time you proc Moroyama's passive on the side adds, you'll gain AP up. You can see right here, AP up, AP up, AP up. So it's 66% chance where he gets a bonus turn pretty much. Look at this, the AP bar. The AP bar is not moving at all. And if Moroyama fails to use his passive onto the adds, I'll still have Unas to proc a relief set to give a bonus turn to Lapis. Alright, so Dark Starlight has taken 3 turns. Adrena died. I don't even know how I managed to hit like 100 million right here. When Adrena pursues twice with her passive, she will instantly get a turn, which can eat up at your turn count. So ideally, I think this is what you want to happen, where Adrena dies early, after she has reduced the HP cap of these 2 adds right here. Okay, this time around, Dark Starlight took 5 turns. Again, by no means this is a good team, because I stacked like 35 of the buff on Dark Starlight, but it's a fun team to watch, where you hog all of the turns. So yeah, that's about it. Again, this is the most pay-to-win meta ever, because you do need to have him at R6, otherwise he will just not work at all. And this meta just boosts the score by a huge amount. If you look at the leaderboard right now, my guildmate has reached 459 million in Dark Starlight, whereas previous 2 weeks, we were barely reaching 350 million. Now it's increased by 100 million. It's also the fact that we have another level 70 unit, right? But even without a level 70 unit, the score increased by about 50 to 60 million just from running this team right here. So yeah, unlucky I guess for those who don't have R6 Moroyama. That's about it. Ciao.